And it's just such a privilege to be here on behalf of my company, to be part of something that's so fantastic. A day for us to really reflect and to empower ourselves to be competitive in a world that is constantly changing. Before I introduce everyone, I want you to take a moment to indulge yourself in curiosity about the world of science. When you think about it, have you ever thought about where science began or imagined what it will be like 10 generations from now? We do at our company, Merck, KGaA, Darmstadt, Germany, and we've been doing it for nearly 350 years. That makes us one of the oldest or the oldest chemical company in the world. I think we can all imagine it, that a lot has changed in science and technology during that time. But to be sure it continues to change, we think that tomorrow's science will need driven, passionate women, and lots of them. Today, we are a world leader in vibrant science and technology in 3 segments of healthcare, life science, and performance materials. We have over 50,000 employees in 66 countries, and here in North America, we go by the name Merck KGaA Darmstadt, Germany, and we're owned 70% by a family that has been building the company for 13 generations. We're active in business sectors like healthcare, I mentioned, and we go by the name EMD Serono, offering drugs to treat diseases like cancer and multiple sclerosis. Our EMD Performance Materials business focuses on specialty chemicals and high-tech materials, for example, OLED technology, truly leading the way. And lastly, life science, known as MilliporeSigma, here in the US, is where I work, and we really support the entire life science ecosystem, from research to biotech, manufacturing, to patient care, providing more than 300,000 products and services to fuel tomorrow's discoveries and support access to health today. Some people describe our company as one who fosters a culture of curiosity. We ask a lot of how comes and what ifs, questions around the world. We take a long view. We look closely at things and see things others might miss. We are problem solvers and collaborators. I know many of you are raising young women, and many of you are ones yourself. If you are a curious problem solver, I invite you and encourage you to welcome you into this mysterious and marvelous world of science. It's rich, fascinating, and rewarding, and there's so many opportunities for so many talented women like yourselves. So with that, again, we're such a proud sponsor. I encourage you to visit our booth, and I really am so privileged to be here amongst 250 of my colleagues across all the businesses. It is now my distinct honor to introduce our first speaker of the day. He has been the Wharton School's top-rated professor for 6 years in a row. He is a leading expert on how we find motivation and meaning and live more generous and creative lives. His name, Adam Grant. He is the author of 3 New York Times best-selling books. It's okay, we can clap for Adam. He has sold over 1 million copies of his books and have been translated into 35 languages. Most recently, he is the author with Sheryl Sandberg of the bestseller Option B, a book about recovery and resilience. We were talking, Adam and I was telling him he has to go around the floor. I'm like a living witness of the shopping out there. I have Spanx from last year on, I have necklaces from last night, I have a bracelet from last year. There's a lot to do here. And I'm sure Adam is going to get our morning started off great. A few of you might know that Adam is also a former magician and a junior Olympic spring